Hey YouTube, Twosheds here, Twosheds Gabby, and it's about ready for me to embark on another copper penny hoarding video. I'm going to get started here in just a few minutes. I want to read to you a letter that I got from one of my viewers. It's absolutely amazing. This person is super. I'm telling you, this is what I got from him. Dear Twosheds, my son and I enjoy watching your videos. Your videos are great learning tools for us both as we are new to the hobby. We have watched many, if not all of your videos, and noticed you don't have a video with any boxes from West Virginia. This may be an oversight on my part, and I apologize if that's the case. Either way, you should have 2 boxes of pennies from West Virginia to search. In one of your videos, it appears that you bought a furnace to melt metals and pour bars. The third box I sent, because he sent me 2 boxes of pennies, the third box I sent contains some scrap copper and 2 molds. Hopefully it cools down soon, so when it does, and you have time, please make another video that involves your furnace. I really appreciate the knowledge you share and wish you and yours the best. Thank you and God bless. Sincerely, Perry. Wow, I can't get over it. Thank you, Perry. You guys are great. We've been talking a whole lot and getting to know each other pretty well. Thank you so much for this. This is unbelievable. I'm sure we'll be in contact a whole lot more. But I'm going to get one of these boxes open here in just a minute. And, you know, like always, my goal is to hit that 3 pounds of copper per box. Hopefully we'll get that from your West Virginia box. Hopefully from the second one too, but I won't do that one today. But I'll get right into it. And again, thank you so much. And thank you all for watching. I'm all set up here and ready to go. Here's my box from West Virginia, one of the boxes from West Virginia. In our talks, my friend Perry said he didn't mind if I waited till I finished all the boxes of pennies that I picked up from out west. I tried. I still have 2 left. I couldn't wait. I was so excited to get started on one of these West Virginia boxes after that amazing letter. So kind of him. Anyway, here's the box number 1 from West Virginia. I'll show you in a bit where I'm at on the other states, how much I got. Of course, that Illinois box almost doesn't count because that's just a fluke. That was a wonderful fluke. But anyway, I'm going to get these out, see if there's any enders, and we'll get started. I poured them all out to look at the ends, and notice some of them were from the end of the paper roll that didn't have any ink on it, and it's funny. And one of them's busted open even. But it was a sealed box. I didn't see any wheat penny enders, but there is this copper Canadian, so that's where we'll start today. And they're off. 1976. Good. First Canadian right there, 1976. I know Perry's hoping that I get 3 pounds out of this one. I think that he said that he averages 3.5 pounds. First couple of 82s. He said there's not exactly how to call it, a food that's really popular in the area, and it's designed because of all the coal mining. I think he said they're pepperoni rolls, and that I've got to get to the right location out there, because there's only a few of them that really do it right authentically. So I'm hoping to get out there one of these days soon and get a pepperoni roll. Man, I hope I'm saying that right, pepperoni roll. This is my 4th roll, and no wheat yet, but here's my 2nd Canadian copper. This one is 1987. 96 was the last year. And this is one of the 12-sided. From 82 to 96 was the 12-sided 98% copper. Oops. And that last little segment, I was like, why is my lighting so bad? Forgot to put this light up. It lights up my little area here, and I had forgot to set it up. I just found a very nice 2009. This is like my 6th row, something like that, and I just got started on it, and I think I have found an old copper clipped planchet. That is so cool. It's like it's inverted, like it was cut from the mint. That's pretty neat. I'll look at it a little closer, but I'm pretty sure that that's what that is. Man, and that's been around quite a few years, too. That's pretty cool. I cannot read that. Let's wait. Oh, I think it says 1959. Yeah, so that's copper. That was 59. $1990 something. Copper. I'm ready for a wheat penny. It takes about 8.5, 8.7 copper pennies per roll to get 3 pounds per box. I don't think so far in the early part of this box that I'm quite there, but the second half could be way different than the first half too. This row had 8. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right in the center, that coin has a gold look to it, not copper or bronze. I have no idea what we're about to see. It could just be something about the penny. Oh, it's a special. It's gold plated. Let me turn my phone around. Well, ain't that cool? 2000D. Wisconsin. That's wild. I guess it's plated. That's very neat. I love finding things like this. That's really neat. I'll put that guy away for sure. At the end of the roll with the Wisconsin penny, I get my first wheat penny, and it's an old one, 1928. That's been a few years. Very cool. There's wheat penny number 1. This is the very next roll, and we have wheat penny number 2. They're starting to come in. 1941, Philadelphia. I was thinking of a story that I think Perry can probably relate to, being from West Virginia, or at least living in West Virginia. When I was a young man, I guess I was maybe 20, I moved out to Texas, out in the Odessa kind of area, and I worked all around that part of the state in the oil fields. And I was not working one day, and I walked into a little convenient food mart, And I walk down there barefoot because that's what I do. I spend most of my life that way. But it's not as a common thing in Texas. And I walked in the door, and the guy behind the counter looked at me, gave me the funniest look. He goes, "What are you, from Kentucky or something?" I said, "As a matter of fact, I am." Oh, I love that. But you got to be careful walking barefoot in Texas, because I walked out into a baseball field one time to play frisbee. Actually, I took off running out there, and I had to tiptoe back with bloody feet because the whole field had burrs in the grass, and oh, did it tear my feet up. They were hard, sharp burrs. Oh, that was painful. Folks, this is the very next roll again, and here's a 1944 for Wheat Penny number 3. Another Philadelphia. Well, that's pretty cool. I did enjoy working in the oil fields out in West Texas. It was pretty cool. Wow, look at that. I believe that says 1990 something. I'm going to weigh it just to make sure. Yep. Most of the gnarly ones that I find are zinc, but every now and then one of them will be copper. I've already found several in this box. Well, I think it's 2 rolls later, and here is my Wheat Penny number 4, 1944D. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. This roll has had some good copper in it. Help make up for a few of the rolls that didn't. Again, this is the very next roll, and it's not a very good shape, but it's a 1956 Wheat Penny. It's at number 5. Pretty beat up. Oh, I see a Canadian. Ooh, that's pretty yucky. Can't hardly see that. Wow. I might try to clean that up in a bit and see what it is. I believe it is, looks like a young Elizabeth, so it's probably the 60s. But I'll see if I can clean it up a little bit. I'm winging it alone today. My wife is gone pretty much all day. She's putting up curtains at the church building where we assemble. My mother is a seamstress, so they've worked together on this project for a little while, and she's getting them up today. The building, gosh, is as old as me, and I guess those old things have been there for a long time. A handful of rolls later, and here we have Wheat Penny number 6. Boy, they just came on. 1948, Philadelphia. A little worn and pitted. Number 6. My mom is 84 years old and still going strong as a seamstress. She was diagnosed 30 some odd years ago with cancer of the lymph nodes in the late stages. They got her on chemo. It was killing her. And we found about, my dad found out about a treatment they have in Mexico that the CDC didn't allow here. So he took an early retirement and took her down there, and voila, 30 some odd years later, she's still doing quite well. In fact, she was getting checkups with her medical doctor here. So after she got, a year or two after she got back, she went in just for a checkup. And the doctor, she had been prescribed some type of pill form chemo after all the other stuff, and she quit taking them long, long ago. And the doctor checked her out, saw how healthy she was, and she goes, I quit taking those pills a long time ago. The doctor got mad at her. How about that? Ain't that something? Again, we have the very next roll, and here is Wheat Penny number 7. I'm 4 rolls away from being halfway through the box, and already I have number 7. It's a 1950 Philadelphia. Cool beans. You know, most of the time you can get to them and go, oh yeah, that's copper. But sometimes I'm wrong. This is the next roll again, and I come to a 1966 Canadian, and I think I see a 12-sided one right there. That's cool. Get some good Canadian copper. That'll be 4 of them. $19.94, 12-sided. It is 98% copper, but it's a little bit lighter than the ones that are older. 80 and 81 was a little bit lighter than the ones before that, and then 82 up to 96 was a little bit lighter still. I think those were 2.5 grams. There it is. 2 rolls later, and I find another one. Can't quite tell. I see it's a 50, but I can't quite see what the 4th number is. But it is another Wheat Penny, and that's number 8. Man, let's do that 2 more rolls for this half. This first half. When my mom was first diagnosed with that cancer, they said that at best she would last 5 years. She'll probably outlive me. Wow, next row, still 1 row to go in the half, and there's Wheat Penny number 9. Perry, you got me a good box there. What's that? I believe that says 1928S. That's cool. I'll have to go check my book and see if I need that one. Let's see. That's definitely what that is. Cool. Got quite a few 82s. I've weighed quite a few 83s, but as usual, to no avail. Would you look at that? How cool. One more for my book. This is like the second roll into the second half of the box, and already we have Wheat Penny number 10. 10 is usually what I hope to get in a whole box, and I'm already there. I think there's a good chance I'm going to do more than that. 1957D, 10 Wheat Pennies. Man, that's pretty good. I found another Canadian, but it was one of the newer non-copper Canadians. That really grimy Canadian penny I found a little while ago, I cleaned up a little bit. That's just really bad. I couldn't get that off. It's a 1957, one of the really early Elizabeth pennies. Several rolls now into the second half, and we come to Wheat Penny number 11. 1944. There's some good old coins in this box. I think only a couple of them have been from the 50s. Isn't that a funny colored, coated Wisconsin thing? I don't know if I'd even call it gold. It's coated in something. I found another newer Canadian, and I've got like 5 of those 2009s. Most of them are really nice. And it's been a couple rolls later, and we have Wheat Penny number 12. 1947, Philadelphia. 12 Wheat Pennies, so we still got a pretty good ways to go. Wow. Right at the end of the very next row, and that is number 13. Golly. 1948, almost all of them are right around that 40s era, mid to late 40s. The second penny in the very next row, and there's number 14. Wheat Penny number 14. How about that? Golly. He told me he gets a lot of Wheat Pennies, and he ain't kidding. A lot of 82s, too. I'm going to have to count these, because I think my record for a box is like 67, something like that. I know I'm getting a lot of them. Almost missed one. Look at that, another one. In that very row. Golly, that's 15. That's worn pretty good. 1944, Philadelphia. Wow. Nine rows to go, and there is a pretty old Canadian penny in 1955. I think the last King George VI was 1952, and then they started the Elizabeths, I believe, in 53. Seems like King George died in 52, if my memory serves. Not that I was around, but I've read about it. I'm gonna weigh that one. No. Think I'll ever find one? Probably not. With 8 rolls to go, there is number 16 of the wheat pennies. 56D. Now that one I thought was going to be older for some reason. It just looks, I don't know. I just thought that. Oh, look at that. There's another one right there. A couple pennies behind it. There's an older one. 1937. Man, that's cool. Is that 17? Golly, I might hit 20. Oh, man. Perry, you sent me a good box, buddy. Now 4 rolls to go, and there is wheat penny number 18. I think it's 18. I'll have to count them again. 1956. Oh, look there. 1966, another Canadian. Very cool. There's quite a few of those. I think it's 7 of those. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, Perry mentioned the furnace. He also sent me some copper. How about that? Amazing. I am going to try to get that done next week. Things are a little calmed down and the weather's a little bit cooler. And my goal is to get that video up on Monday the 16th. If things go well, every Monday after that. Well, those last several rolls didn't get me any more wheat pennies. I got 18 wheat pennies, and one of them went into my penny album, which is very, very cool. Several Canadian copper Canadians. I got the Wisconsin plated one. I don't know what it's plated with, though. It's a pretty weird color. A couple of the newer Canadians. I got the Planchet. You know, those are worth some money. I'm looking forward to looking that up. Handful of the 09s. Next, I got to weigh the 82s. First, I'm going to count them and see how many I have. I'll add that to today's copper. And man, I hope I have over 3 pounds. I think I will, but we'll see. Well, I counted the 82s. There's 65 of them. Not my record, but it's not far off. That was a lot of them. Got them weighed out and added the copper ones to today's copper. Do you think it's over 3? It is. 3 pounds, 3 ounces. Not bad box of copper. When you consider also there was 18 wheat pennies. I believe that's it for today. Thank you for watching, Perry. Man, you're awesome. Thank you so much. I hope we can get together and have us a pepperoni roll real soon.